which is actually a sign of me getting old. Another sign of me getting old is that, hello, I'm back. In this video, I'll tell you about 4 bullets found in a woman's luggage at Cebu Airport, tourist boat explodes, a man arrested for lying about pregnant wife, Airbnb partners with Thailand to offer free accommodation in response to recent earthquake, and subpar steel was the cause of Bangkok's building that collapsed, plus much more. Let's jump straight into our main story. A human resources manager was arrested at Mactan Cebu International Airport in Lapu-Lapu City after 4 bullets were found inside her hand-carry baggage during security screening, authorities said. The female passenger, 47 years old, was bound for Tacloban City Leyte when she was stopped at 3:45 p.m. on Thursday after security detected bullets during X-ray screening, according to the Office of Transportation. The story, first reported by GMA Regional News TV, worried some netizens that Tanam Bala, which is the bullet planting scheme, an extortion racket primarily reported at the Naya airport, was taking place. 3 OTS employees were dismissed from services last March following their alleged involvement in Tanambala incident at Naya Terminal 3. The termination came after 69-year-old passenger accused Naya security personnel of planting bullets in her luggage as she was about to board her flight to Vietnam on March 6th. The complaint went viral on social media, prompting swift action from the Department of Transportation. However, MCIA Assistant General Manager Glenn assured the public that the airport remains secure and free from such schemes, saying the facility is equipped with extensive closed-circuit television coverage, CCTV coverage. Quote, rest assured our airport is safe. There are no Tanambala or Laglag Bala incident here, Napoli told Sunstar Cebu on April 1st. Our entrance, exits, and public areas are fully covered. It is highly unlikely that such situations would occur. MCIA was recently named Best Airport in Asia Pacific Region by Airport Council International. Whoa, very nice. I did not know that. Before the arrest happened, the X-ray operator spotted the ammunition. OTS personnel, along with Philippine National Police Aviation Security Group, opened the bag with the passenger consent and recovered 4 bullets inside the pouch. He said passengers are reminded not to carry that stuff on a plane. I thought it was common sense. Please do not bring that stuff in any carry-on or luggage or anything. So here's the problem, right? The problem with this is because of what's going on in Naya for the past 10 years or so, all those extortion attempts. Yeah, unfortunately, even though this Talambala didn't happen, like the bullet planting wasn't real, the first thing people will think, including myself, here we go again, another one of these situations where the authorities, security guards, whoever involved, is trying to get some money out of the situation by simply planting bullets in someone's luggage. It's not that hard, even with like CCTV. Come on, you just hold that in your hand and pretend you're opening. One time, actually, a couple times, I don't know if it was in China, I think Beijing, they kept trying to open my bag. I'm like, what are you doing? But they were going to put my passport in. I'm like, no, leave it out or let me do it, right? But don't let people go into your, they're just workers still. Like, don't be rude about it. But if somebody wants to open your bag before it goes to X-ray screening, just tell them you want to do it yourself. Allow yourself to do it. Because they want to put this is how I lost my wallet, actually. Beijing thiefed it. I know those people took it. Anyway, long story short, yeah, do everything yourself. If they want you to put your passport, your phone, your glasses, whatever you have in that tray, into that bag, don't let them do that. Do it yourself. They'll allow you to do that because they know that we know that some people are concerned about people putting stuff in there. So be careful of that kind of stuff. I'm happy that this time it was not that situation, but because of what Naya has happened so many times, people, the first thing we think about, here we go again, another bullet planting scheme. So that's the latest. She's been arrested. They're saying it's not one of those situations. Next up, tour boat explosion near Phuket injures 6 tourists. A terrifying incident unfolded off the coast of Phuket as a speedboat carrying 33 tourists caught fire and exploded. The vessel, Tana Marine 555, had departed from the Chalong Pier on sightseeing and snorkeling trip when it encountered engine trouble around 9 a.m. Moments later, it erupted into flames. Fortunately, most of the passengers were already in the water at the time of the blast. The captain and 2 crew members remained on board, with the captain and 1 crew member suffering burn injuries. Other injuries were caused by flying debris and explosion, obviously. Emergency services, including marine officials and the Thai Navy, responded quickly but were unable to save the vessel. The speedboat was completely engulfed before rescue efforts could intervene. This incident has sparked widespread concern over boat safety standards in Thailand tourism sector, and investigation is ongoing. Once again, Thailand experiences something like this quite often. Boats flipping, overturning. I've been on multiple boats where the boat just stopped functioning. Next boat's got to come in, either do some maintenance work, some mechanical work, refuel, all this kind of stuff. Sometimes make sure if you want to reduce your risk, pay a little bit extra, go with some reputable places. Not to accuse these people, but I'm saying we still have a little bit of control of what we can and cannot do out here or out in Thailand. Staying in Thailand, a man has been arrested after falsely claiming his pregnant wife was trapped in the collapsed state audit office building in Bangkok. Wow. This dude, 50 years old, reported his wife was unreachable due to the debris. However, it was later revealed that his story was fabricated. What are you doing, bro? You're just pretending you had a wife that was pregnant that's inside that under the debris. It's bad enough people are suffering. We don't need some dumbass like this coming out here making up stories. Buddy, how lonely are you, man? Go make up a different kind of story. And here's actually a positive note. Let's go ahead and just change it to something positive. In response to the recent earthquake, Bangkok has partnered with Airbnb.org to offer free temporary accommodation to those affected by the disaster, including residents, rescue workers, and volunteers. Airbnb.org has committed to providing up to 2,000 nights of free housing, assisting over 200 individuals who have been displaced due to severe damage to their homes. The collaboration with the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration aims to ensure that those in need can find a safe place to stay while recovery efforts continue. Since its inception in 2020, Airbnb.org has provided more than 1.6 million free nights of accommodation to over 250,000 people worldwide affected by natural disasters. Whoa, fantastic, amazing. I had no idea Airbnb was doing such things to go ahead and help people in need. All those service fees, because Airbnb is no longer that affordable compared to hotels. When it first came out, like 12 years ago, whenever I started using them, there was a clear difference in price and you would see discounted compared to the hotels. These days, a lot of times Airbnb is more expensive than hotel rooms even, so I'm glad some of that service fee is going back to help some people that actually need it. So good for you, Airbnb. I'm happy to be using them regularly. Staying with Thailand and the collapsed building, a substandard steel blamed for Bangkok's tower collapse. The tragic collapse in Bangkok has shed light on alarming construction practices following the powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake that struck Myanmar and impacted neighboring Thailand. A 30-story office tower in Bangkok crumbled, claiming at least 12 lives. Investigations have revealed the substandard steel was used in the building sourced from Jin K. Yuan Steel Company, a Chinese-owned factory in Rayong that had already been shut down due to safety violations. Testing conducted by the Iron and Steel Institute of Thailand showed the steel failed on multiple criteria, including mass, chemical composition, and stress resistance. The factory had previously been ordered to close after a gas leak incident, but its material still made it to circulation. The building was under construction as part of its joint venture between Italian Thai Development PCL and China Railway No. 10. Authorities are now investigating possible misuse of Thai nominee shareholders and expanding the inquiry to the project contractors. See, these are the type of situations where people need to be held accountable. I don't care about the structure of your company, whether a corporation cannot be held accountable and serve some jail time. This kind of stuff just really, really annoys me. People cutting corners it's more than annoyances, causing people devastating, people losing their lives over stuff like this. You're cutting corners, trying to save money, trying to get bonuses at the end of the year and all this kind of stuff, and people's lives. It's just absolutely sad to see. If somebody did this knowingly, I hope they get the ultimate punishment, the maximum time spent in prison, so it can reduce and stop people in the future doing stuff like this. Next up, let's go back to the Philippines for the last couple stories. The U.S. approved $5.58 billion sale for the F-16 fighter jets to the Philippines amid rising tensions with China. So more jets being sold to the Philippines to, I guess, deter China from their bullying in the ocean. And lastly, let's finish up with some positive news. HyperBeast, a company that focuses heavily on contemporary culture and lifestyle, has included the Philippines passport as one of the most aesthetic passports in the world. What does aesthetic mean anyways? I guess the best looking, one of the best looking passports. Norway, Belgium, Canada, Hong Kong, some other countries that have made the list. I couldn't find an actual list, a ranking, who was number one, but pretty cool to know the Philippines and Canada both made the list of the best passports. Speaking of which, let me take a look at my passport. So here's one of my biggest flexes in life, I have to say. First of all, you can't even see the country name over here. It's all worn out. And next, just like, Drake said, running out of pages in my passport.
Running out of pages in your passport.
I only got one page left, one side page. This is like a 40-something page. This is the only page left in my passport that is blank. Every other one has been covered. The other way. Every other one has been covered and filled with stamps. So, boo! I'm so proud of that one. I hope I can keep this because I have to renew this very soon, and I hope they give it back to me. I don't know if you can actually keep your passport or not, but that's awesome, right? All these stamps, very good memories traveling, which is actually a sign of me getting old. Another sign of me getting old is I'm gonna start eating this bad boy right here. crackers. I used to work in restaurants and seen men eat this with the soup. Older gentlemen eating this kind of stuff with soup. And I used to be like, ha, look at this old head having crackers with a soup. And now I don't even have the soup, man. I just eat the crackers bare, raw, butt naked from this package. Anyways, now it's time for a segment. Yesterday, today, kind of hungry actually. But anyways, now it's time for a segment. Yesterday, today, where I share some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video, which a lot of you guys were on board with me saying the douchebag, the scumbag, Vitaly, the live streamer or YouTuber that was being disrespectful in the Philippines. Pretty much all the comments was about the YouTuber, even though I did about 10 stories in yesterday's video, but I understand fully that was the main story. Actually, yesterday's stories was a bit shorter, maybe 5 stories. But here are some of the top comments. Life Before Death says, throw Vitaly in jail. Lel and McKeever says that YouTuber in the Philippines needs to be reported to the Bureau of Immigration. Yep. And Blue says that guy really is that guy and will soon run out of countries that will tolerate him. Definitely. Robert says he should be blacklisted from the Philippines. Full Darky says somebody report that guy to the authorities. Kenny says needs to be deported. And Stefan, disgraceful Vitaly, he be ending up fast in detention jail in the Philippines. And 1951 Ford, he should be arrested and will be if he keeps acting up like that towards Filipino peoples. And lastly, Kick says Vitaly is on again, which is even dumber. Also, his cameraman is a streamer called Sly Kane, and he lives in the Philippines. Disrespecting his own people is wild. If you guys want to have a little bit of fun, just go through the whole comment section from yesterday's video. Everybody getting on this man's case for being so rude and disrespectful. Rightfully so. And somebody said, oh, you guys think he should be sent to jail because he's an asshole? No, buddy, he broke the law. He is calling on businesses to fail. He's writing fake reviews. He's defecating. He's defaming businesses and all that stuff. So no, it's not just about being an asshole. He's threatening people. He's assaulting people. He's physically touching people. It's not about being an asshole. It's about committing crime. And this dude is making everybody look bad. YouTubers, streamers, foreigners, everybody essentially. You just people in general. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.